I want to go over the bracketology for Division One men's basketball, and as in like the top four seeds in each region, as well as like the bubble teams from the last four buys to the next four out, and I will also include the quality games, as in like those teams, as well as for sure NCAA tournament teams as of this moment. The one seeds would be as follows right now: Purdue, UConn, Houston, North Carolina. The two seeds: Arizona, Wisconsin, Tennessee, Marquette. The three seeds: Kansas, Duke, Alabama, and Creighton. And I apologize for looking down. I just cannot memorize all this. And then number four seeds would be Illinois, Dayton, Iowa State, and Auburn. And granted, those five seeds could very well go up to as potentially like a 2 or 3 seed. And now I'm going to go over the last four buys as well, and then the schedule right afterwards for those teams. Now, Texas is one of the last four buys right now. They have at TCU, Iowa State, at Houston, at Kansas, at Texas Tech, at Baylor, and Oklahoma. This is besides the Big 12 tournament. That's the quality games, and who knows what happens in the Big 12 tournament. And then there's Providence, at Villanova, Creighton, at Butler, St. John's, at Marquette, Villanova, and UConn. Besides the Big East tournament, then there's Texas A&M, Florida, Tennessee, at Alabama, at Tennessee, South Carolina, Mississippi State, and at Ole Miss, besides the SEC tournament. And Seton Hall, this is besides the Big East tournament, at Villanova, at St. John's, Butler, at Creighton, at UConn, and Villanova. Now the last four in, Memphis would be one of those last four in. Yeah, they're kind of flirting with disaster after some bad losses recently. I mean, then you got the only quality games besides the American Athletic Conference tournament is Charlotte, FAU, and at FAU. Yeah. And then Nebraska is on that list, and they pulled off an upset last night, as we all know. At Illinois and at Northwestern, besides the Big Ten tournament. Then Boise State's on that list, and they have the following games at Colorado. I mean, in terms of quality, at Colorado State, at Utah State, New Mexico, and at San Diego State. Yeah, this is besides the Mountain West tournament. And Colorado, this is besides the Pac-12 tournament. At Utah, Arizona, Utah, and Oregon. Now the first four out, Florida is one of those teams. And they have some quality opponents on there. At Texas A&M, Auburn, at Alabama, at South Carolina, and Alabama again. Except that it's at home. In Washington State, besides the Pac-12 tournament, at Oregon and Arizona. I'm sorry, there's not a lot of quality games on that schedule. Gonzaga is actually on the list, believe it or not. They have at St. Mary's, at Kentucky, and then St. Mary's again, but on the road. This is besides the West Coast Conference, and it seems like it's a one-bid league. So, yeah, they're kind of in danger for the first time in a long time. And I got to look it up when, if it becomes the case, if Gonzaga's not selected for the NCAA tournament, I got to say, when's the last time that happened? I mean, that's the truth. Now, Butler's on the first four out as well. They have at Creighton, at UConn, Providence, Marquette, Creighton, at Villanova, at Seton Hall, and St. John's, besides the Big East tournament. Now, in the next four out, Virginia's on that list. They have at Clemson, North Carolina, and at Duke, besides the ACC tournament. Now, Cincinnati. But I tell you what, the Big 12 is really helping Cincinnati with all these quality games they got. I mean, at Texas Tech, Houston, Iowa State, at TCU, at Houston, and at Oklahoma. This does not include some lower teams in the Big 12 in terms of conference, by the way, like Oklahoma State or West Virginia. You got to keep that in mind. And even Kansas State, because Kansas State right now is not even on the next four out list as of this moment. But maybe they've played themselves on that list I don't know. Now, Villanova is on that list. They have Providence, Seton Hall, Butler, at Providence, at Seton Hall, and Creighton, besides the Big East tournament. Now, Oregon's on that list. They have Washington State, at Arizona, Colorado, and Utah, besides the Pac-12 tournament. And my advice for all these bubble teams, you cannot have any more bad losses. And I'm especially talking to Memphis and Gonzaga. I mean, and obviously, if you win your conference tournament, you're in the NCAA tournament. You gotta have to hope no bid stealers occur. As in, like, there's somebody that's for sure in the NCAA tournament in the win bid league, and somebody else gets in as well. I mean, and you cannot just hope for other teams around you to lose, which, yeah, you want to have to happen, but you got to control your own destiny. Win against the teams that you're supposed to beat, supposedly, and get some quality wins along the way. And in some of those conferences, it may be difficult to win the conference tournament, but you got to get so far to it. I mean, and obviously, if you want to be one of those top 4 seeds, you can't have bad losses, and you got to continue winning. And of course, winning your conference tournament will really help yourself in a chance to move up. And it's not necessarily like, what I was trying to say. Like, if you're like the number 2 overall seed, you want to be the number 1 overall, try to win the whole thing. And it all depends on the strength of schedule as well for all these teams. I mean, and that's a factor in, like, the strength of schedule, the RPI/net. That's important. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later on this road to 600 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more. So make money off this course. Liking the video, comment video, really helps YouTube algorithm so more people can see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribed, hit subscribe button, free the notification bell as well. And I decided to just go ahead and do it because it's the first one in February, and I will do this next week sometime. I promise. And then the week after, and the week of the conference tournaments. I mean, until a certain point before Selection Sunday, of course. And when it gets to that Selection Sunday week, and I'm only going to do one of those. Nothing's going to change. So, let's just keep an eye out for that.